Hello everyone. I wanted to do a tutorial for you to make sure that you know and understand how to use the project study guides. So from your home page on SAMS, you have your name and Get Started Now. So this is your SAMS homepage, and you have three selections. You have your sections that you're registered for in any Cengage SAMS courses that you're taking. You have your assignments, and if you double click your assignments link from your SAMS homepage, you see that you can pick your sections. Let's start with 1305. And I want to look at exams, training, and project. I'm going to search. And this week, my due dates are October 16th. I have a training, an exam, and a project. Now if I go back home, there's a link called My Report Results. If I double click My Report Results, this is the search page that you get. You can find a report type for training, project, or exams. The first one I want to show you is project. So you want to go to report type project, and you want to download submitted projects. To download submitted projects, your assignment will show right here. This is the first word tutorial, and I can download the computer generated grading sheet from every project that I've turned in. So you will have every project that you've turned in listed here. I'm going to double click the download button. You can do save as, and you can save this report and it will help you study. So I can save as. I'm saving it in my fall 2012 projects folder. It is named after the project that it was assigned for, Word 2010 T1C Project 1A. I'm going to save that. As soon as it saves, I'm going to go back to the folder and open the document that is the study guide. Double click and it will open. Oh, okay. I'm going to maximize this. So this is my study guide. It shows the case problem that I submitted, which submission it was, what my score was, and how the grading occurred. So the blue check shows that I followed step 1, that I verified. Step 2, that I lost 8 points because the grading couldn't find the return address, that it was not found, and it contained a typing error. So you can go through after you submit once. If your grade isn't what you think it should be, you download this sheet, which is the project grading sheet, and it explains to you what you missed, how it should have been done, and what the grading sheet is looking for. So I hope this helps you study for figuring out before you do your second submission what happened with the grading in the first one. So let's close that. That's how to get to your project grading. So now let's look at a report type for exam. Study guide for exam. You can generate reports. I'm not getting a report study guide from the exam. Let's try view all results. This is a results page that just shows every your overall results for your assignments that you've been given in SAMS. So now if we go to training, study guide for training it's training and training progress. It'll show the trainings that you've done. You select the training and generate reports. Takes a minute. Okay. In this report, it shows your training project, your training progress. It shows what was being trained, the Microsoft Windows 7, and what activity and task in the training was tested. It also shows what the task was and the exact steps that should be followed to get credit in your tutorials from SAMS. You can launch your assignment from inside this document. So that's really helpful if you're missing, especially starting now in Excel, Access, and PowerPoint, where you will need to go in and run this training progress report and see exactly step by step, according to the tutorials, according to the trainings, what SAMS is expecting you to do. Let's close that. Project study guide. This is the last one I'm going to show you. You go, the drop-down report type is project and then study guide. The first one we did was download submitted projects, and that's where you downloaded the study sheet. Now we're going to the grading sheet. Now we're going to go download the study guide, and we're going to generate reports. Sorry, I forgot to pick an assignment. Then you're going to generate reports. And I think this will be the most useful document from your report generation aspect of SAMS. Your project study guide. You have steps for your project, which for this project was your first Word tutorial project in SAMS. It has the steps, the text from the instructions, what you were supposed to do in order to gain the points, the result from the project. We're not doing remediation, but the great thing is these are links that will help you know and understand what the SAMS project is asking you to do. So let's look at number 2. It wanted you to type the return address as shown in the instructions. So that was worth 8 points. What that is, testing, is to see if you know how to insert text. Well, if I click insert text in this link in this report, it opens the training tutorial question that helped you practice, observe, practice, and apply that skill that's being tested in the project. And then you go through and read this again and continue.
In the current document,
and you can go through.
Protective at
I'm
the
going to pause
insertion
this.
point.
So you can re-watch the exact step of the project that you're having trouble with. And then you can close, you can exit. Please don't use the Windows Exit X. Please always use exit from the internal exit on SAMS. I'm going to say yes and close. And then you're back to your document. You can save, print using PDF. Saves this document, because when you click print using PDF, You'll get a dialog at the bottom of your browser screen. Do you want to open or save the study guide? And you want to save it as inside the projects folder, and it's called Project Study Guide. Now you'll need to name it, like I would name this underscore Word Project Case Problem 1. So you know which study guide it is that's that you have saved, that you can go in and open it. So I'm just going to save that. Now this one's online. If I go ahead and close this one from Sam's, it takes me back to Sam's. But let's say that I log out of Sam's because I'm finished looking up my study guides and my report results. Then I'm going to go to my libraries, to my project folder, and here is my study guide. Here's my study guide that I just saved, and I'm going to double click and open it. Here's my study guide, page 1 of 2. This is just the title page. I could launch all of the training for this case problem, but I want to go to page 2 where the links are broken down to the skills that are required for the project. So a good way to use this study guide. You do the project once and see how you do on it, starting with Excel. Then you go to your SAM's homepage, go to My Report Results, drop down Report Type, Project. You can download submitted projects to see what you missed. Then you download Study Guide, pick the assignment, and generate reports. And that will give you your study guide report. Save it in your projects folder, and your links are here to help you step by step through your projects. I hope this helps. Have a great week.